morale and productivity, for starters. What is managing, anyway? The bazillion-dollar question. I'll take an IOU. Any half-baked MBA knows that we could argue all day about the truest, bestest definition of manager. Didactics bore me, however, so let's put our heads together and think about the brass tacks of what we expect in a quality manager, precluding, for now, the rest of your job, such as whittling widgets or multiplying money. What does managing boil down to? Managing is the high-wire act of balancing useful guidance and getting out of the way. If you got to hand-pick a person to manage you, wouldn't you tag someone with a variation of the above recipe? Providing useful guidance presupposes that a manager has the requisite ability and credentials. Equally essential is having the wherewithal to know when to step aside, to let others grow, excel, and mess up. When in doubt, pour a higher proportion of letting others shine into your management protein shake. Chapter 7 delves into this. Why do people hate managing? A startling percentage of us dislike, even hate managing. What is the source of this international travesty? Much managerial angst springs from two causes. One, you pursue a career of interest. You turn out to be halfway decent at it, earning a promotion. Suddenly you find yourself in the alarming, distressing quandary of managing people. You have less time to do what stimulates you and more responsibility for motivating, leading, and prodding others. 2. Let's not mince words. Managing others can be a real buzzkill. You gotta deal with all their stuff. When did you wake up and suddenly become a therapist, mediator, and cruise director? In a nutshell, we want to do what we consider our real work. Managing gets in the way. Management is not your passion. Your real job is. And that, my friends, is the elephant in the room. You knew that was coming. May as well get it over with early on. A recent Barrett-Kaler study of 150 leaders from nearly as many industries revealed that only 43% are comfortable being managers, with a mere 32% saying they like being managers. Translation, anyone? Too subtle a statistic? Allow me to spell things out. Chances are less than 1 in 3 that your manager is amused to be managing you. Depending on your own little idiosyncrasies, the actual percentage could even be more skewed against you, yet I'm certain that is not the case. Help is on the way. Legions of managers suffer needlessly from the misperception that to be a real manager, they must somehow assume a plethora of traits that don't come close to seeming natural. Plus, they believe real managers don't eat quiche. This is untrue and smacks of prejudice against egg farmers. I say, stop the madness. The reverse is true. The only way to achieve success as a manager, and to garner the rewards and benefits of managing, is to lead from a place that is authentic to your core. Frittatas all around. Because most normal people spend the majority of their waking hours preoccupied with vital matters other than personality functioning, knowing oneself can get shoved to the side. Unhelpfully, a startling number of business books direct you to look outside yourself for clues on how to manage the masses. This book, instead, crystallizes your understanding of hot-ticket items such as, what is your natural management style? How do you make decisions? What are your strongest traits? Do you lead from your head or your heart? How can you figure out what matters most to people on your team? What's the best way to reinforce positive behavior? How can you leverage your strengths to manage others? And the biggie, how can you be both true to yourself and flexible in how you manage others? The answers to these questions add up to the uniquely you formula for brilliant management. No, it is not a hair coloring. On a related note, grains of sand. The Phantom Toll Booth by Norton Juster is my favorite book. As soon as you finish stressing out with this one, unwind with that one. One chapter features the terrible trivium, demon of petty tasks and worthless jobs, ogre of wasted effort and monster of habit. He engages Milo, the young protagonist, in the task of